it totally feels like first draft. Like, what if the Munchkins were warriors? I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. And like, yeah. What if they live in like huts and they're kind of like the men beyond the wall in Game of Thrones? Like, oh yeah. I like that. It really didn't feel like there was much thought put into this at all. It was kind of the first thing you would think of, like, oh, what's a better dog? What if you had a fucking cop dog, right? Yeah, that'd be cool. And then the thing that put it over the top for me, these fucking big statues and everything, and how it looked so much like Game of Thrones. It was so transparent to me that's the only reason why I hated it. It wasn't so much that it was so bad. It just felt like it thought I was an idiot. You know what I mean? Like they were insulting my intelligence with the amount of thought they put into it. But that's me.
Sure. I feel like maybe they were thinking, if we don't take ourselves seriously, no one will, because it's fucking Wizard of Oz. But then it does fall into the same trap of DC movies, of taking itself super seriously and also not being amazing. You need to kind of like, because even the sort of shows that started this tradition, if we always like to connect everything to Buffy, and in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that show did not take itself that seriously. Like, it could goof on itself, and this show, it doesn't feel like they're ever gonna have an episode where they're like deconstructing their own thing. It's like, no, leave everything in place. Like, if you shake this hut, it will fall. We didn't actually build this on anything solid. We just kind of made it. So moving on, we have what I would refer to as a dime store Jake Gyllenhaal popping up. Is that an accurate description? What do you think of our Mr. Scarecrow?
Yeah. I guess they figured if they cover him in dirt and whatever, that he won't be so hunky. I do like that we had to see a bunch of burnt, mangled bodies first.
Well, I don't know if you heard, but this is a serious show, Jim.
Very true. That did let me know that this show means business.
Yeah, and we'd already glimpsed, I think, the poor man's Helena Bonham Carter, the Wicked Witch of the dark hair and sex scenes.
She really is like Helena Bonham Carter and Fairuza Balk from The Craft. And she's got a nice intro, you know, she's sexing things up and having an orgasm, because this is serious fucking business.
Yeah, of course. And we got two dime stores characters, but although Helena Bonham Carter is kind of like a poor man's Helena Bonham Carter on her own at this point. Jake Gyllenhaal's still there, but so we got Scarecrow. He's covered in dirt, but he gets that off real quick, revealing what a hunk he is. And again, this is kind of, I mean, I know I'm being very Swedish when I'm saying that all your actors are attractive. It's like, to you, it's like mandatory in the US, right?
Pretty much, yeah. The days of Steve Buscemi and Julia Roberts are over.
Nice burn. I'm not gonna say we're completely different, but sometimes you do see characters that look like real humans, and it is kind of. I don't know. I could stomach it if it wasn't also like this apple. I'm really annoyed by this apple they're eating. It's like this gala apple, this red, delicious thing that looks like it came out of a store. Now, I don't know if you ever had apples growing on your yard, but shit that grows in the wild doesn't look like that. Just like people don't look like that when they've been tortured and living outside for days. It's not like they're like shitty little green apples, something like that. That tastes super sour. That's what they should have. Didn't they just like
find it on the? But did they find it growing? I thought it was like on plates.
Yeah, I think it was like leftover. And if they try to make the excuse of like, well, it was red because we're in a storybook world, it's like, fuck you.
Don't you dare.
Fuck you.
Don't you dare.
Yeah. So anyway, I was really upset, disproportionately so, by that apple. But also, like, Scarecrow, why does he have to have a sweet leather jacket? Like, his jacket is less dirty than mine, just generally. And of course, he's the handsomest man that ever existed.
Well, I'm glad that the appearance of Scarecrow really kicked in your proper reaction to this show, because before you were so ho-hum, like, oh, hey, it's a show. What are we asking for here, guys? Then a hunk shows up on screen and you fucking start freaking out.
I can't deal. It's something. I'm so insecure about my own looks, or maybe it's something about my sexuality. I don't know, but I'm upset. I'm angry, and I'm gonna vote accordingly.
We are Shows What You Know. We'll always watch TV. And if you think we can't, well, watch more and you'll see. That's why the people of the web believe in Jim from Las Vegas and Jacob from Sweden.